Next card is a Disturbances card, and this is where you will be identifying and recording the causes and effects of disturbances. Disturbances are defined as detectable events that have affected the site by human or natural forces and activities. To identify disturbances, identify any changes based on comparing information compiled using imagery, such as time slider on Google Earth, any existing photos, reports, and anything else during a ground visit that if you conducted any ground visit. For our example, Rujmul Faradia, we used Google Earth imagery. So if I go back to my imagery and use the time slider in Google Earth and change the time from 2013 August 10th, and then I go to 2017 January 3rd, I see that my site sometime during these 2 dates has been bulldozed. So going back to my database, this is what I want to record. I go back to database, click on disturbances, and this will take me to the disturbance page. First thing I need to record is the category of disturbance. In this field, you will record the broader category of the disturbance cause that you will be recording. Ask yourself if you can identify the broad reason why a particular reason has occurred to your site. In our example, we want to record bulldozing as the cause of the disturbance to my site. So if my bulldozing is the cause of the damage to the site, I need to think and see whether I know what is the category or why this disturbance was done. Was it because, for example, to make a road? In that case, the category would have been infrastructure transport. Or the reason might have been to create agricultural field. So the category for that would be agricultural pastoral. Or for building and development reason, then the category would be building and development. In my example, I don't know why the bulldozing was done. So for this reason, I choose unknown. And then click on Add. You'll notice as soon as I added my category, the name of my category has been recorded on my card 3, and the new nested card has appeared below my category. And that's where I can record the cause of the disturbance. By clicking on Cause, I can start to add information about the cause and time span of my cause. First field here is the cause field. I click on it and I want to record bulldozing as a cause of my disturbance. Clearance, bulldozing, leveling. This is what I choose. Level of my certainty is very high. It's not 100% definite, but it's pretty high, so I choose high as the level of my certainty. In the next field, you will enter information about dates. So this is where you can add information about when the disturbance you have recorded above occurred if you know the date. First one is the disturbance date occurred on. Use this one only if you know exactly when the disturbance had happened. For example, if the assessor was on the site and saw the looters looting the site. So then we use this field to record the exact date. Next one is the disturbance date from and to. fields. Use this field to record information when the disturbance that has taken place at an unknown point between the two dates, or if the disturbance occurred continuously between those two dates. For example, in our example of Rujmul Faradiya, if I go back to my Google Earth time slider, I can see that sometimes between August 2013 and January 3rd, 2017, bulldozing happened and destroyed my site. So when I want to record this disturbance, if I go back to my database, I choose the first one, Disturbance State from, and my date was, if I go back here, my first date was August 10th, 2013, and note that in Google Earth, the first one is for month, day, and year. When I go back to the database, I click on the calendar, and one way to record the date is to click on top and then click on the year, find my year, 2013, month, August, and day, 10th. So this is my date, but you note here that in the database, date is written, starts from year, month, and day. And my due date was January 3rd, 2017. One way to do that, instead of looking into calendar, is to type that date, but you have to be careful to add first year, and then your month, and then day. The next field is if you know a date that, if you don't know when your disturbance has occurred, but you know that it happens sometimes before a known date for you. So that could be when you went to the site to visit the site, let's say in January 2018, you know that sometimes before that date, the disturbance has happened to the site. The next field you need to fill out is to add information about the person who made the assessment. This could be either you or someone else that you're recording the information on behalf. It could be name of a person, group, or organization. I click on this field and add the name of the person who did this assessment. And I have all my information about the specific cause created. I click on Add. Note that as soon as I click on the Add button, my disturbance is visible here on my card tree under Cause Card, and also a new card is now expanded, and that's the effect card. That's where I can add effects of this disturbance cause. I can access effect card either here by clicking on the effect and the plus, or you can see on top here I have an add new option, and if I click on it, it says effect. So if I click on that, it takes me directly to the effect page. Or if I was here, I could directly click on the effect and I would go to the effect. Effects are the visible impacts of the disturbance causes on the heritage place. Ask yourself what effect have the cause I just recorded had on the archaeology. For the example of Rujmul Fardiya, the cause of the disturbance that you've recorded here is clearance, bulldozing, leveling. the effect of this cause on the archaeology is collapse, structural damage, as you could see in the picture. And the next field, you record the certainty of the assessor, how certain you are that this is the effect of the cause that you're recording. And the certainty is high in this case. You can click on Add, and as soon as you click on Add, you can see that the effect of collapse structural damage has been added to the cause that you recorded, which was clearance, bulldozing, leveling. After you added this cause, you can also see that there is a button here that appears that says Add New. When you click on it, you can add other effects to your cause. On this example, I don't want to add any others, but if you wanted to, you could add as many effects as you want to any specific cause that you recorded for your disturbance. Another way to add a new effect for the disturbance cause is by clicking on the effect in the card tree. That would also take you to a new blank effect page where you can start to add your new effect to the cause. After you've finished adding all the effects corresponding to your cause bulldozing, to add other disturbances to your heritage, you need to go back up here to the disturbance card, click on it, and from here you can start to add a new disturbance for your heritage. In this example, I want to add looting, illegal activities as another disturbance to my site. Again, you see that as soon as I click on it, it will appear as a second cause on my card tree. Again, like what we did before, you click on the cause, it takes you to the cause page, and from here you can choose the cause of disturbance. That for this looting activity is excavation, unclassified. I'm not sure whether it was done by hand or by machinery. My certainty of the looting, if I'm recording this based on the imagery or on a report that I've received, then my certainty will be high. If there is a date that I know that goes with this second cause, I could use the following fields to add the date from, to add the date. Same here for 2. And then the name of the assessor. Make sure that you use first name and then last name. Then you click Add. Once your cause is added, you can start to add effect to it. Again, either click on the effect here and then choose for this looting activity, earth displacement, your certainty high, and then you add your effect. So here, if you look at the card tree, you see that for your disturbance record, you have 1 category unknown, cause is clearance bulldozing, effect is collapse, and the second disturbance is looting with the cause excavation and effect earth displacement.